Test, test. All right, this is David Brox here with the Schlagle Stallions. How you doing, Coach?
Doing okay.
Kind of give us a rundown of what you've seen so far and numbers and everything coming into this season.
Let's see, we're about at 55 when everybody's there. Um, we're looking pretty good. I'm going to be optimistic. I think we're going to be okay this year. I think we're going to surprise a bunch of people. I'm not trying to be overconfident, but I think that we put in a lot of work this summer and over the summer, and I think these guys are pretty ready.
So talk a little bit about, are you making any adjustments at all in your second year now as head coach? I know you were head coach before getting this job. What sort of adjustments have you had to make going into year two that maybe you didn't do year one?
Well, I'm letting them compete a little bit more in the field. There's a lot more competition out there. There's a lot of good battles going on in different positions. We had our quarterback position. We have 3 quarterbacks this year: a freshman, a sophomore, and a senior. The sophomore's name is Brady what? Braden Souza, and the senior's name is Kenneth Gay. And they're battling out for the number 1 spot. And we have a freshman that's going to give them a problem. I think as the year goes on, he's going to surprise a few people. I think we're going to be decent, though. I think up front we should be all right with David Miller and Tylen on the right side, and Keeling and Gaylord as the center. I think we should be pretty good up front. I think we should hold our own. I think at the skill position we're just as good as anybody.
So you played a lot of young players last year. Talk about, you get to reap the benefit of that, going into this year, hopefully. What was that decision process of, playing some young players last year and kind of what you're seeing in their development going into this one?
Oh, a lot to get their feet wet was big for me. It was big. It's big coming into this year because I see it during the practice sessions. I seen it over the summer. Up at KU and at K-State, at the KU and K-State. They could put in some time, and they're looking a lot better than what I thought they was going to look.
So Tylen, maybe give us a little rundown. You had kind of jumped on the scene last year. You might have turned the mic off underneath. Hold it. There you go. Talk a little bit about your season last year, your preparation coming into this year.
I don't know. It was just like, just go out there and work hard. Basically, that's all I was doing. So, just go out there trying to find me a spot and work hard at it.
Okay. Neil, talk a bit about your work over the summer. I know, I guess I've seen some of the work that you're doing, but talk a bit about how important it was for you to kind of work hard and come into this season strong.
I'm basically looking for a outbreak season this year, so I was just thinking about that as I was working.
So Greg, talk a little bit about the defense. I'm pretty optimistic about it. I obviously, from what I've seen from the stats from last year, talk about your leadership role. With Rodney leaving, you might be one of the leaders on the defensive side. Talk a little bit about your senior year and what you're looking to accomplish.
Well, our defense gonna look pretty well this year. We have a new defense coming out, showing something nice. We have a lot of people coming out working hard. We got Tylen, we got Philip Grand on the defense end on the left side. So nice little matchup coming in young. It's the same as last year.
So I heard you made some noise too, at camps and different things like that. Talk about some of the camps you went to over the summer and how you think you did.
I did pretty well at the K-State camp, and we did the KU camp, the team camp together. And our defense looked great. We looked great together.
So Ernest, maybe talk a little bit about the offense. You guys got a good, like Coach said, got a lot of linemen coming back this year. Good running back.
Last year our line was pretty young, so we didn't lose nobody for real, but a couple of seniors, So everybody's still working hard, it's still young, strong. So, and then we all train to be number 1, so there's never no second string. Everybody's trained to be first. Our offensive players, pretty young too. They're going to do a good job. This kid named Gavin, he's a sophomore this year. He's going to be a nice threat for everyone, for their defense.
Jordan, talk about some of the, who would you say you guys' biggest rival going into this year?
Our biggest rival, I'm going to say Topeka, Washington, and Wyandotte, and Atchison. Those are our biggest rivals.
So have you guys got to practice on the new field yet or no?
Nah, not yet.
You guys looking forward to, I've been around a long time. I guess back to the 90s, Schlagle's never had their own field. So talk a little bit about that opportunity to be able to open that up.
I think it's going to be a good opportunity. New field. Going to bring, some good attention. Game's going to be packed. I think we're gonna do well this year.
Talk a little about so Atchison won league last year. As they come in here to sit down and do their interview a little bit later. Talk a little bit about trying to get over the hill now that you guys got a year under your belt and trying to get a league title this year.
Well, I think with all the hard work that we put in and all the confidence with each skilled player, as far as our receivers, our running back, and our line staying together and being precision, being precise with things that we do, we're practicing and putting in the work. We'll be able to. It's on us. It's what we do from there.
Coach, last year you talked a lot about just trying to keep it simple to kind of get things going. Do you think maybe you build on that from last year and maybe make things a little bit more complicated? Or
No, we're still trying to keep it simple. I'm trying not to complicate anything. I mean, last year I'm just trying to build on what we did last year. We were in the first game of the season against Topeka High after getting blown out 69-0. I think that we got better as the year got on, and I think that what we're trying to do is build on what we did. I think we were in every game. I think we fought hard in every game, and I think to the credit of this team, I think they just got that never say die attitude after that Topeka High game, and I think that's what we build on going into Kansas, going to the K-State camp and the KU camp. We just been building on all those things the things that we didn't do last year, we're going to try to correct them and do better this year.
You got any comments on getting the new field and maybe, does that offer any kind of advantage to be able to?
Well, at the end of the day, we got to play.
Absolutely.
We got to play. It doesn't make a difference. We play in Arrowhead Stadium. It don't make a difference. Right. The field's a field. They still got to do what they got to do. We still got to prepare to play on that field. And I just hope that we, bring the attention to that field is looking for.
Hit that button underneath there. Is it green? Okay, there you go.
We just want to bring a little attention on that field that Schlagle probably hasn't had in a few years. And I think we're up to the challenge. I think, like I said, they've been working hard. The coaching staff been working hard. We've been putting a lot of time in on the blackboard and stuff like that, trying to understand where we went wrong in some games last year and try to make the adjustments to make it better this year.
Who are you calling out as the leaders of the or are you naming captains to the team, or with Rodney graduating last year, you had Marvell and different players like that. Who are some of the leaders that you see stepping up and taking over that role?
Well, I think everyone who sits up here is a leader. Philip Randall is a leader. There's a lot of guys that Alex Spann, who's not here, who's stepping up a little bit, So it's not really who's going to be the lead. I think all these guys individually steps up. At practice, you see everybody's vocal. Everybody gets in each other's face, when things are dying down. We have, they step up. I sit in the back and I just hear them. I hear them step up, how they get on each other. So I think they're going to be, we're ready. We're ready.
So you're going to have multiple quarterbacks playing this Friday, or are you going to pick one?
This week of practice, we got two guys battling for that spot. We have a 6'4" quarterback and a 6'1" quarterback, and they're both battling for that spot. One throws a little better than the other's a better athlete than the other. But I think they're competing, and come to Wednesday, we'll figure it out. They're competing real hard.
You guys want to give a shout out to anybody? No. Fans, get them out Friday night. So you guys go to Topeka?
No, Topeka's here. We play here at Washington.
Okay. All right. Well, we wish you guys nothing but the best this year. Good luck. Play hard. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
All right.